Good afternoon, everyone. This is Marie coming to you live from Spain, and I'm here for my another online business live talk. And I have a very special guest. Her name is Catherine. She is currently living in Scotland. She's currently working as radiographer. And okay, so I'm going to let her in, guys, because I'm so excited to get to know more about her. Okay, so this is my very first time to get in touch with this amazing lady. So, hi, Catherine, you're live.
Hello, Maria. Nice to be here with you, and thank you so much for this privilege for having me be part of one of your business talks. Thank you so much for the privilege. It's just an honor.
My pleasure, dear. So yeah, so I'm doing this weekly interview, guys, to let you know who we are and how are we managing this business from our side. Because Catherine and I are working as an employee at the moment, and we have our reason to to find more ways to balance work and future family life. That is one of our goal, and I have my own goal as well. So let's hear more about Catherine. So Catherine, can you introduce yourself first, please, before we start our conversation? And
Yes, of course. So yeah, as Maria has already said, my name is Catherine. I'm originally from Ghana. I grew up in Italy, but at the moment I'm living in Scotland, and I am a radiographer by profession. I'm also a child of God, and I believe that is what really gives me the drive for everything that I really do in life. That is I think that's in a nutshell, a short introduction about myself.
yeah, so Catherine was so surprised when I told her that this interview is gonna be on live, because she has never been to a go live interview before, right? Never.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I've done an interview before. It was a recorded one, but I was like, yeah, Maria is really challenging me to a live one today.
And you're doing great already there. You
Oh,
know
thank
that.
you.
So yeah, so we are here, guys, to talk more about our online business.
Yeah.
So those of you who have been following me or Catherine, you know that we are running a global business online, and we are here to talk more about it and how you can get access to this online business community as well. So yeah, so Catherine, what event or realization prompted you to seek change in your life?
Well, I think for me it was a bit of a hard one because last year my dad passed away, and his passing was really, really painful one. I mean, he was sick for a while, and we were just hoping that he was going to believing in God that he was going to get well, but obviously the plans of the Lord, he knows how to get people well in different ways. Yeah. So things were just I mean, he became well, but in a different way according to what I was
Yeah.
expecting, my family was expecting. And that really changed the perspective on my life because my dad, he was a hardworking man. He worked really hard all his life, supporting his family back home, his family in Italy, so supporting myself and my sisters and my mom. And he was really looking forward to going into retirement and be able to do different things that he has not been able to do whilst he has been in his full-time work. And unfortunately, sickness forced him to go to early retirement. And we're like, okay, it's early retirement, that is fine. He's still going to be able to get well and then do the things that he has always had in mind, but the things that he has desired. But unfortunately, things didn't really go that way. So yeah, he did go to early retirement, but yeah, unfortunately he passed away. I mean, he's resting peacefully, and I thank God for his life and for the memory and the things that he had taught us. But it's really pushed me to look out for something else because obviously, yeah, we were brought up to know that yeah, it is good to have an education, a proper education, so you can have a good job. But then at the end of the day, you are still always trading your time to be able to get that resources that you need in order to be able to live your livelihood. And it's really pushed me to think life differently. I mean, I've always had the idea and the passion to do something else on the side, but I think I was a bit honest because I thought, oh yeah, I've got time and all of that. But I think the reality of how my dad passed away and the fact that he was not able to fulfill the dreams that he had, because the projects that he had in mind were really fantastic. They were things that were going to bless people outrage of our family. So yeah, it's really, really touched me to be able to look out for something else. Don't get me wrong, I love my job, but like looking forward to the future, I would like to do it in a different way. I want to reach a place that my job is not my primary income source. And I don't go to work because I need the money. I want to go to work because I want to learn the skills to be able to take it somewhere else. But then obviously it means I'll need my finance to be covered by something else or somewhere else. So yeah, and that is how I really came across this business. To be sincere with you, I came across the business 2 years before I started it. And back then, I was already involved in something else. So when I saw that business opportunity, I was like, oh, I didn't go in depth to find out exactly what the business was about. Because I was like, oh yeah, I'm involved in something else. So I'm not going to go into this one as well. But yeah, long story short, that one didn't know. Yeah, it was just not what they presented it to be. So yeah, I was out of it quick enough. But I never thought of going back and looking for this other one. And then, yeah, 2 years after, which is then after my dad had passed away, I came across my coaches and I was like, yeah, what they said, I don't know, for some reason, it really struck me a little bit more this time around. And yeah, I went through all the different steps, did my registration, went to the second stage. And then I was like, thank you, Lord, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. And that is how, yeah, I got started. So yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a hard time that gave me that push, but I believe God knows how to use everything. He knows how to use our pain. And he just prompted me to take action, and I can't regret. I must say, like initially I was like a bit skeptic because obviously I didn't know the people that were doing the presentation, but I had this sense that, no, God knows why he has got me to come back to this. So yeah, that was really like one of my push, but I really thank God for that. Yeah.
Yeah, so your dad really inspired you to become where you are now.
I think I would say so.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sorry about your dad.
No, God bless his memory. He was a beautiful person and he taught us to live. So yeah, I just go with that.
So because a lot of people don't really understand what we are doing in this business. So can you explain, in your words, can you explain what actually do we do in our business?
Yeah, so technically we teach people how to leverage the online space so that they can build their own digital business. We do not do any selling. We only do the marketing part of the business, and everything else is sorted out on the background for us. Yeah, so all we have to do, and we've got like step-to-step training. You don't, like, nobody needs to have any experience. I had no experience at all in the things that I'm being taught, but there is step-to-step video training. And anybody, if I can follow it, anybody can follow it. And it's quite flexible, so everybody can just go at their own pace. Yeah. So yeah, that is, I think in a nutshell, that is what we do. Teaching people how to leverage the online space to be able to build their own digital business.
Exactly. Yeah. So, okay, you told me earlier that you had already some experience in what was that, online?
So it was online, yeah, but it was nothing to do with digital marketing.
Yeah.
I don't want to really go into that because I know some people obviously are making it in that area, but it was something way different from what this is about. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that being said, what sets our business platform apart from the others?
Oh, I think the automation system. Yeah, because we've got an automation system. So even though we've got our own pages, there's an automation system on the background that even whilst we are sleeping, it's still working. People can still get onto our pages and be able to register themselves, and the system just helps them to go to the next step. I think that is one of the amazing things that I like about it. And the other thing is the fact that it's a global community. So global means that it's if it is morning here for me, somebody else, it's maybe a different time of the day for them. So if I'm not even able to get my coach because we have got different time zone, I know I can always tap into somebody else that is on the same time zone as I am So I really love, I think that is what really sets us apart as well, that we are global and we've got mentors and coaches that have been in this business for a very long time, and they've got so much knowledge and so much insight to be able to give onto the rest of us. And I think the other also thing that I really love about the community is the mindset, because the other business, I don't like to compare, but I think sometimes when you compare, it just helps you to understand that, yeah, this is the right place.
Exactly.
So it was presented to me as if there's going to be people that will help you. But then when I got into it, I couldn't see anybody to help me. You were looking for help and nobody really replies back. But our platform is great because there's so many like-minded people that they are there not just because of money, but for personal development, which is, I think, is one of the main things, personal development, building each other's encouragement and even our minds up. And I really love that because there is a true community that is looking forward to see everyone succeed in the business. Yeah. And it's not just about the money at all. It goes way beyond that, which I really think it's something that really sets us.
Absolutely. Yes. That's true. And yeah, so you work as a full-time radiographer. So how do you manage, how do you juggle between your job and running a global business online?
Oh, trust me. If I sit here, I tell you, oh yeah, it is all super easy. Trust me. It is possible. It is easy. It is easy, but it is not easy. If I can put the two things together, and I'll tell you why. Because you have to be intentional. That is why I say it is easy, but it's not easy. You have to be intentional. So yeah, I work full time, but I also work shift patterns. So I know that I may not be able to dedicate the same kind of hours every single day, but I know that when I've got my off days, I know that I need to dedicate some time to my business and then get on and do the other things also that I have to do during the day. And even the days that I am working, maybe because I've got like 12-hour shift, and I know that on that a 12-hour shift, it's just impossible for me to be able to dedicate enough time to my business on that day. But even on my breaks, just those pockets of times I have during the day, if I've got messages to reply to, I just use that time to reply to my messages. And I just make it clear to people that, you know what, I am working full time and I'm doing this. So I know that you're waiting for me to get back to you, but I will get back to you shortly. So like people, those that I engage with, they know. So they know that, okay, yeah, she's not ignoring me, but she's going to get back to me. So yeah, it's just being intentional about the business because I know where I want to go with this business. So yeah, even though I'm full time, I just work it out that way. The days that I am off, I just try to to engage much more, put much more hours into my business, and then just take it by the stride as it comes, and then just go.
Yeah, time management and how badly you want the business really.
Oh
It's
yes,
super
definitely.
easy and like you said, easy but difficult.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have to be
Yeah.
intentional.
So my next question is, have you experienced a moment in your life where you felt grateful for starting this business?
Yeah. I think it still goes back to the feel of the community, because there were times like from when I started that I was like, God, is this really for me? Because I felt as if it was a bit overwhelming at some point, because maybe I was not getting the results or that I was hoping to get at the time. But it's just how people respond to you in the community and how they really encourage you. It just make me know that, yeah, okay, maybe at this time I'm not getting the result that I'm hoping to get, but because of people's encouragement, that has helped me to be able to continue. And then I am seeing the benefits, I am seeing the fruit of not giving up and just persisting and then just going on, because that is life. It's not always, is it what they say, bed of roses? Yeah, maybe I'm not using the right phrase, but yeah, it's not always, everything does not always go smoothly, but it is a learning curve. And once you stick to that learning process, when kids are growing up and they're learning how to walk, they will stand up, they will fall, they will stand up, they will fall. But because they continue and they keep on going, eventually they will start walking and their falling is going to be less, and they will hardly fall unless, yeah, they will hardly fall. So the same thing with every learning journey. So far as you don't give up and you keep on going. And I think, yeah, the encouragement of the community and from my coaches and my mentor as well, oh yeah, it is that make me know that, yeah, I know that, okay, right now I'm not feeling it, but I've got encouragement, and encouragement has really helped me to get to where I am right now, which I'm really grateful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the process anyway. Yeah, I know we get a lot of, you know, setbacks, disappointments in our business, but that's about it. It's part of a journey as an entrepreneur. Yeah. So, can you tell us, Catherine, how do we get access to this live webinar? Because this is where everyone gets the information, the basic information on how to start a business online.
So we've all got our own pages. So Maria has got her own page. I've got my own page. And all people need to do really is insert their name, a valid email address, and that is them registered. So once somebody registers, they've got the access to watch a replay right after the registration. And also after that replay, they do receive, because we do live workshops every week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, depending on your time zone, it's my first license the following day. But yeah, where we present exactly what we do, and there is chance to really listen to some amazing testimonies of people and how they have been into the business. I think that is one of the ones that really to the testimonies that really caught my attention, because like I listened to several ones of them, and I think I got I think the one that really said, okay, now you have to make a decision, was when I met a radiographer on one of the, how do you call it, on the workshops. And I was like, and I was like, oh Lord, thank you. I feel like I have been dragging my foot, but you have just brought me the right person to say, yes, this is it. I've answered the prayer, so just go for it. So yeah, at the workshop, there was chance to listen to testimonies, and then once you go to the workshop, you get told the next step to follow. So it's really easy to get started, and it's really easy to register. And if anybody feel like, oh, I don't know how to do the registration, all you have to do is just send a message, and then we will just help you out. So yeah, it's really quite straightforward, really straightforward.
Yeah, so that's it, guys. That's all for now for me and Catherine. So if watching that webinar, if there is something that you don't really understand, feel free to reach us out, Catherine or me, and we'll glad to fill you in. All right, guys. So thank you so much, and I'll see you again next week. And thank you so much, Catherine, for being.
Thank you so much for having me, Maria. It's such a pleasure.
Appreciate that.
Bye bye.
So yeah, so that's it, guys. Thank you.